All right, so here's the real and honest truth, and I'll be straightforward with you. The market has reached a level of sophistication in SMMA and in coaching where you simply cannot permit yourself to do the same thing as everyone else. You know, I see so many people doing the same exact thing, copycat using the offers and the things on the same niches as everyone else is doing. And if you do this, and if you keep on doing this and you don't evolve, your business is going to die. Now, I sound really extreme when I say that, but I'm honestly not over exaggerating because you got to understand where the market is heading towards right now. And as a good entrepreneur, you need to always oversee the timing of the market and when you can pretty much jump into a market so you understand how to actually leverage the most important things at a time when it's actually there and when it's needed. Okay, so the market right now is becoming most aware of the solutions. So what does this actually mean? What does most aware mean? Well, if you've read the book Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz, it's an amazing book that I would recommend any marketer to read. It's so important. It goes in depth on the levels of market sophistication. So you have these 5 levels. The first level being the unaware one, where pretty much if you do anything in a specific niche, you're going to be the new kid on the block. It's pretty much the Bitcoin boom that when you invest in Bitcoin, it jumped and you had so much money that you don't know what to do with it. You were the first one to come in before anyone came. But when people came, they became problem aware, meaning that competition was catching up and your audience is becoming more aware of the problem that they have because more people start offering the same thing. And then the solution aware, which is the market has heard pretty much everything. All right. So they know what the problem is that they have, and they also are aware of the solution. Let me give you an example. In e-commerce, everyone's doing the retainer model, right? Like a fixed price per month, a done for you service, offering that to e-commerce businesses. Now, what became then is that clients and the audience became product aware, meaning that people started competing with each other so much that they had to throw out these bold claims of insane guarantees where they pretty much overpromise and then underdeliver the things that they can actually do, right? And then at the end, we have most aware, where pretty much the entire marketplace is exhausted and it needs a new life. And I'm gonna give you a life hack. I'm gonna give you a business hack right now. The market with SMMA in most niches is currently at a level of exhaustion when it comes down to the offer and the methods of client acquisition, the way that we present ourselves towards them. So in this video, I want to share with you the only way to pretty much grow to 10K per month or 100K per month. And that is just simply like this. Adjust yourself as a solution provider to your market. So what happens when everyone does the same thing is we do something different. And we need to evolve in our solution providing things that we do to the market so they understand that we are different than anyone else. And that is pretty much what you're seeing right now in the market happening when it comes down to also like agency owners and also the SMMA space. Everyone is doing a specific different thing, which works better because the market has been exhausted to the point where everyone is just so crazy about the same thing that everyone is doing and just copycatting, thinking that it will work for them as well. So what does this actually mean that I'm telling you right now? It means that we are going to use something called market polarization to differentiate ourselves from any other, I call them replica NPCs, who follow the gurus on the creating of an offer. Because everyone is going to buy a program of a guru. They're going to follow the exact same thing when they get taught the offer creation and when they get taught like how to actually structure their pricing and do the client acquisition and all these other things. But if you don't have an offer that stands out in the market and that is different and that actually brings you also more money, you're going to have your business slowly die out. And I'm not joking. I am laughing, but this is a serious matter because I'm laughing because I see so many people doing the same thing and just being sheeps instead of doing their own thing and actually making something work by themselves. So it means not only that we're going to do this, it means also that people are already implementing it. So one of my clients, Dion, went from 2 clients to 17 clients doing 20K per month with this new model at just 19 years old. You can see the proof here. He got an 8K client recently that paid him a full amount, okay? And then he, after that, had a specific deal with that client as an ongoing service where he could leverage everything that he's done so far. And it's also not only just in a space where it's just no one is doing anything that he's doing, but he did it actually in one of the most saturated niches, being e-commerce. So he did it in a niche where people would say, oh, don't go into e-commerce. All right. Now, I told him pretty much, go into e-commerce. Because the thing is, it doesn't matter what niche you have. It matters how you differentiate yourself with your offer and your client acquisition. So how did he actually do this? Well, he adjusted himself with his offer and then his method of client acquisition so he can get clients. That's pretty much what he did. So an example number one, Dion saw that everyone was doing retainers. So I told him, look at a little bit of a different structure for your clients. Look at an upfront and a percentage that you can do in terms of the sales or in terms of the revenue, because we use something for e-commerce called Triple Whale, where you can leverage it and you can see everything. We also use something called Hyros for coaches. You probably already know it, but what Dion did is pretty much differentiates himself by doing something that I call the new model. And the new model is the model where we pretty much charge a big price up front for a 3-month to 6-month period of time when we work with the client, so that we after that also, or during that partnership, get a percentage of when we work with the client, which means that if they grow, we grow too. And not only did Dion also use a specific offer and a different offer than anyone else is doing in the market, he pretty much approached clients differently than what everyone does in the e-commerce space, because what everyone does is cold emails. Right? Cold emails, you need to send, and if you don't do cold emails, you need to do cold looms, and you need to make better emails. Well, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something completely different. We're going to do networking. And networking consists of us going live to e-commerce events where e-commerce owners are active, talking with them, all right? Putting ourselves in a position where we are in front of them immediately, giving value up front, and telling them that we do things differently with our offer than anyone else in the market is doing. That's what led to Dion signing more than 17 clients that came mostly from his method of networking. He didn't do one cold outreach. He didn't do one specific email. He only did this specific method and a couple of other methods where we use leverage instead of using a cold outreach system. We can still use those, don't get me wrong, they still work, but it's not the main thing that we're going to be doing, okay? So you need to understand that niches stay the same, but offers and methods of client acquisition get saturated. So when we talk about market sophistication, we talk about people understanding it. So what means is people, if they are most aware, they need to see something new. They need to see something different. They need to see something where you are differentiated than anyone else in that specific niche. Does that make sense? Because you need to understand that the truth is that in every niche you can get clients. My results were that in local businesses, I had about 60 plus realtors at a certain time that were active with me, got them results, worked for them. It was one of the most saturated niches in that sense. I still got 60 plus clients. And that was 2 years ago. Then I went into e-commerce, signed 20 plus clients in the span of 3 months. Okay. And then I went to coaching businesses, which is what I do right now. That's my agency focused on coaching businesses. And I scaled them to 70 plus clients. 70 plus clients. So meaning there's this method that works for everything. And I've implemented it. People like Dion, I've helped them implement it. And I've scaled it in every single niche that you can pretty much think of. And it's not because I'm smarter than you. It's not because I'm a god in appointment setting or sales. Especially not, when it comes down to appointment setting, you pretty much wouldn't need more appointments. You need appointments with the right clients. And if you have appointments with the right clients, you can have less appointments. So these people delivering or promising these amazing appointments or this amount of appointments, you don't actually need that amount of appointments. What you need is you need a system that can get you the specific appointments needed with the right exact clients. So you can sharpshoot your clients, get them on a call and close them almost with a 50+% closing rate, because that's what I do too. And also understanding that, because it's me being more clever in my offering and in my client acquisition, which is the reason why I sign these clients. So in order to get to that sweet 10K per month or 100K per month, live the lifestyle, live the life that you want, we need to be more clever and we need to differentiate. So we need to think outside of the box and disregard the mainstream opinions of gurus that go for the masses, because they'll tell you that everything is in the niche. They'll tell you everything is so important with a niche. But of course, the niche is the first pillar that we start with, but it's not the main thing. The main thing is the offer and the client acquisition. And when we crack the code on that, you're going to be flying to 10K, let alone, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, because if you have this, it's going to be a lot easier for you. And what's going to make it a lot easier too is something on the new model. And the new model looks like this. So when we talk about the new model, we're going to start in the first 30 days where you're going to help your clients set up their niche, their offer, their client acquisition system, aka the ground pillars. So what do I mean with that? You're going to come in, and what's no one else would do that does a lead gen agency, or that does that has a standard marketing agency or a standard coaching offer, is you will come in and you will pretty much take a look at their entire infrastructure with their business. We'll set up the infrastructure, we'll make sure that their niche and their offer is good to go, and we'll do this on a done with you basis, not on a solely done for you basis. We might do some done for you, but we'll do a hybrid done with you and done for you, because why? We want to use leverage, and done with you is more scalable than done for you. Whether you're doing local businesses, whether you're doing e-commerce business or coaching businesses, it doesn't really matter in what niche you are active in. You can pretty much help your clients on a done with you basis, where you can leverage your time more, charge more for it, aka charging between 5K to 15K upfront for that what you do, plus a 5 to 10% of sales or revenue offer. So that means that whenever you get your client more results, they'll give you the percentage of the sales that has been done, and you will grow with them. Okay, so you will grow together with them, and you will be growing eventually to a point where you are not solely dependent on a monthly retainer, because you are a partner of the business. What is even better than having a retainer? It's being a partner of a business. And you can do that immediately when you have the leverage and you know how to do that. So we also are going to do hyper optimization and scaling of the client acquisition system, because what you got to understand, and this is really important, you got to understand that some clients might not need ads. That's the truth. Some clients might need ads, but they might need more than ads. What do I mean with that? So to give you an example, one of my clients, when we started with them, yes, we started running ads for them, but what they actually needed is to reactivate their email newsletter and write better emails to their list, because they already had 1,500 people in their list. So instead of us activating the ads, running it to a new audience, or retargeting people that are already in their, pixel data, we decided to pretty much take their list, reactivate the people in their list, and getting them booked calls. So when we did that, they got about 60 calls booked, their full calendar booked within the first week and a half when we started with them. And that's what the client wanted. The client wanted more appointments, so we got them more appointments, even if that meant already doing something that they already have and helping them with the email writing. You see what I'm going towards? Like, pretty much it doesn't really matter if you do, ads or lead gen. It matters when you get them the solution to their current problems. That's about it, right? So we're going to be making sure that they get a lot of touch points with their daily leads. And not only that they actually leverage the leads that they already have, and that we can maximize the leads that they already have. Then after about, 4 to 6 months, we're going to pretty much help them with the service delivery and top tier team systems. We're not just going to help them with getting more clients and more appointments. That's one part of the story, right? Getting them more leads, clients, appointments. But we're also going to be helping them by finding the right team members for them. We're going to be linking them with the right team members so they can leverage their time too, instead of doing the same thing. This is the Alex Hormozi principle, where he did gym launch, where he came in, sold a 3-month offer to gym owners, and then pretty much from there taught them how to run their own business and then acquire the talent needed so they can leverage their own time and live the life that they want. So we are taking inspiration from Alex Hormozi, implementing that for ourselves and to our clients. So after the 6 months, when you've worked with them, or you could do it even shorter than that, we're going to do ongoing support and downsells or upsells. These downsells or upsells could be to any type of service that we would like to give to them, or linking them with a specific person that could do the thing, like emails or copywriting or whatever, or like landing page optimization or whatever it is, and depending on the niche that you work in. And then we're going to be keeping on getting the percentage, right? And additional downsell, upsell cash flow. That's the thing that we're going to be doing. And that's exactly also how Emil implemented this model too. He's making 40K plus per month right now. At the moment of speaking, he's at 50K per month, and he's getting his clients results like these. He's getting his clients $500,000 per month through email marketing. Okay, and email marketing for e-commerce businesses specifically. I know we talked about e-commerce a lot, but that's one of the niches that I see a lot of people struggle in. So if you're struggling with that as well, I hope that this gives a little bit of an idea on how you can do it and how you can start leveraging this exact model that Emil and Dion are doing right now. And for Dion and Emil, this was only possible because they learned the exact step-by-step method that I've used also to implement for my own SMMA and coaching business. And the simple truth is, guys, that you don't only need the method, you also need the guidance and reassurance from people who already do this. So when they came to me, they were already doing okay-ish, but then we started together and I gave them the reassurance and the exact guidance towards how they can actually implement these things on what I'm doing and all the other people that are doing it with a new model, so they understand how they can go into a saturated market and then pretty much just leverage the things that we do in terms of a new offer and a new way of client acquisition. And this goes for you if you're doing lead generation, okay? Or if you're doing coaching businesses as an agency, it doesn't really matter. You can do this for all of them, okay? The truth is therefore also is that this understanding as solution providers I'm showing you will become saturated too. Okay, so there will be a possibility that when I tell you this, and when I tell you that this upfront done with you offer is something to be implemented and people start implementing it, that it will become saturated too. So what do we do then? We gotta think outside of the box again. And when that time comes, you need to have people around you that are already one step ahead, that are already one step ahead of the market. And the only way to win, which is the reason why I've been winning as well and scaling my business to a certain degree as well, is if you surround yourself with winners who always look for the next best way to win. That's the only way that you can win. Okay, so installing the infrastructure, the system, the team, the ecosystem for you to grow more efficiently without killing yourself with peanut offers and methods that are copy pasted from gurus, I would invite you to join me, where I've scaled to 100K plus, and join my clients, Dion and Emil and all these other clients that I have currently that pretty much are doing this as well. Just to give you an idea in terms of clients, Dion is not the only one who scaled to 17 plus clients. I also have an interview with Iman Gaji on how I've scaled my business, and he interviewed me pretty much on how I did that. Then I also have, pretty much Emil, how he did it, Koen, how he scaled to 20K per month for real estate agents, so local business, Eric Alaya, who pretty much scaled his coaching business, all right, to 35K per month, Leroy, who scaled his website and design agency, where he's now signing big clients for paying him between 7 to 15K, Anya scaled it to 10K per month, Ewout scaled to from a 9 to 5 to pretty much more growth, then Flores scaled it to 20 plus clients, and the list goes on and on. These are all my clients that I've been able to help and scale it up. You can watch this entire list on this YouTube channel. So getting back to the point, ditch the SMMA standard model, join the winners gang. And it also goes for you if you are, a coach, and if you want to pretty much, become a better coach. It really comes down to you differentiating yourself in your offer and in your way of client acquisition. If you combine those two together, man, you're going to be unstoppable. The market is going to be a scary, they're going to be scared of you. You're going to be walking as, a full-on confident person that is actually going to have something that they can offer and that they can also scale with. Because the honest opinion is, and the honest truth is if you get 5 to 15K upfront from these clients and you combine done for you with done with you, and what you do is also get the percentage of the sales. If the client is already doing 100K per month and you get 5% of that, you're already making 5K per month every single month. So when you do this, there's going to be so much leverage that you can use, so much growth that you can see happening, so much great things that are going to be coming out when you pretty much implement this. So if you want to learn more about this, send me a message on Instagram. You'll find my Instagram down below. You can go to it, find me there, and we can pretty much just chat, and I'll explain everything to you in terms of how I'm implementing this and how I've been able to also implement it for local businesses, for e-commerce businesses, and for coaching businesses. And I'm now implementing it as a coach for other people, where I can also teach you how to do the exact same thing, and where we mentor you in terms of you implementing this and getting yourself easily with one client already to the 10K per month mark. All right. It's more simpler than you think. You just got to set your mind to it, understand how to do it. Hope this was valuable, because I'm always here to help you. If you enjoyed this video, just let me know in the comments down below. Send me a message on Instagram. Let's chat further, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.